Welcome back or welcome to John Armstrong Media. If you like what you see here today, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications so that you can know when I make new videos. So let's get right down to it. 50 facts you don't know about Stranger Things. Number 1. Gaten Matarazzo's voice had changed so much by the time the production had ended that the sound team could not use him for additional dialogue. Number 2. Matt Duffer and Ross Duffer told NPR about how gifted Millie Bobby Brown is. They claimed that it was very rare to find a kid with her versatility. Ross Duffer also mentioned that Millie Bobby Brown delayed the shooting schedule for 45 minutes because she showed up covered in glitter. He said that would not have happened with adult actors. Number 3. Winona Ryder is admittedly a late bloomer when it comes to electronic devices, and supposedly she didn't even know what streaming was when she was approached for the Netflix series. Number 4. Winona Ryder portrays a mother whose child has gone missing. In real life, Ryder dedicated the 1994 film Little Women to Polly Hannah Klaus, a young girl from her hometown of Petaluma, California, who went missing and was later revealed to have been kidnapped and murdered. Winona offered a $200,000 reward for anyone with information on the subject, and she still remains a strong supporter for the Polly Klaus Foundation for Prevention of Child Abduction. Number 5. The state trooper guarding the morgue is reading Cujo by Stephen King. This is one of the show's many hat tips to the author's work. Number 6. The twin actresses that play Holly Wheeler are the same twins who played the original baby Judith in season 4 of The Walking Dead. Number 7. The Hawkins Police Department vehicles and uniforms are identical to those used in Jaws and Jaws 2. This includes the Chief's tan uniform, Amity Island triangle-shaped patch, and beige SUV that was used by Roy Schneider's character. This also includes the blue uniforms and trooper sheriff-style hats worn by the patrolmen, which also match the Amity Island police uniforms from the Jaws films. Number 8. The Duffer Brothers confirmed in an interview with Vulture on August 22, 2017, that the show had been renewed for a third season ahead of the premiere for the highly anticipated debut of season 2 on October 27th of this year. The directors also explained that they plan to renew the show for a fourth season as well, saying, "We're thinking it will be a 4-season thing and then out." Number 9. The official poster for the series was created by Kyle Lambert. It was done in an art style inspired by the acclaimed poster album artwork artist Drew Struzan, who created official posters for 1977's Star Wars, 1982's E.T. the Extraterrestrial, and 1985's Indiana Jones and Back to the Future. Number 10. The Duffer Brothers originally wanted to make a remake of Stephen King's It, but they were turned down. Finn Wolfhard was offered the role of Richie in 2017's It, before he was chosen to play Mike Wheeler. However, due to development delays with It, Wolfhard became available to participate in both projects. Number 11. The series logo resembles the font used on the covers of the original 1980s editions of Stephen King novels, notably Cujo and Christine. Number 12. The quarry scene in Chapter 2, The Weirdo on Maple Street, is the same location used in The Walking Dead, Season 1, most notably Episode 4, Vatos. The quarry also appears in the Netflix movie The Fundamentals of Caring. Number 13. Of the many nods to Stephen King in the series, one of the most obvious is in Episode 4, The Body, when the kids travel a significant stretch along the railroad tracks. Much of the story in the film Stand By Me includes kids traveling along railroad tracks. Number 14. Holly Wheeler's moments on screen were unscripted. They were all ad-libbed. Number 15. Millie Bobby Brown actually had her head shaved for the role while her mother filmed it. Her father was so traumatized by the event, he sobbed and could not bear to watch. Number 16. Even though the original score is electronic and very Tangerine Dream influenced, actual Tangerine Dream snippets can be heard over some scenes. At least one track from the album, Green Desert, was used in the pool scene at the party. Number 17. In another homage to 80s movies, Police Chief Jim Hopper is named after the character Arnold Schwarzenegger first goes looking for in 1987's The Predator. Additionally, the first character killed on screen in Predator was named Hawkins. Stranger Things takes place in the fictional Hawkins, Indiana. Number 18. Stranger Things shares many similarities with Super 8, a film by J.J. Abrams, which was also created and heavily inspired as a throwback to 1980s films. Number 19, the Duffer Brothers admitted that they were inspired by the 2004 anime film Elfen Lied, which was inspired by another 1988 classic anime film, Akira. Number 20. John Carpenter's films are a touchstone for the series. For instance, the movie poster for 1982's The Thing appears in several scenes. Carpenter also composed the scores for several of his films. The main theme is highly reminiscent of Carpenter's electronic scores. Number 21. Matthew Modine stated in an interview that the character of Dr. Brenner was written as wearing a plaid shirt and jeans. Instead, Modine worked closely with the Duffer Brothers to craft the character's look, and patterned his hair after Robert Shaw in 1965's Battle of the Bulge, and a pristine suit after Cary Grant's wardrobe in 1959's North by Northwest. Number 22. The character of State Trooper O'Bannon is a reference to Dan O'Bannon, the screenwriter of 1979's Alien and 1974's Dark Star. Number 23. Millie Bobby Brown, who plays Eleven, was 11 years old during casting and filming. Number 24. The orange cat hissing at 11 is reminiscent of Jonesy from Alien, and the outfit Holly Wheeler wears when following the bulbs is similar to what Drew Barrymore wears as E.T. leaves. Number 25. The little white flakes fluttering in the upside-down atmosphere resembles those in the forest in Ridley Scott's fantasy film Legend, which was done in 1985. Number 26. Winona Ryder was born in 1971. The series takes place mainly in 1983. Ryder turned 12 years old that year, roughly the same age in real life as all of the main young characters were in the year the series takes place. Number 27. Winona Ryder and Matthew Modine have appeared together once before in the music video for Roy Orbison's A Love So Beautiful. Number 28. During the pilot, when the boys are confronted by school bullies, Dustin, played by Gaten Matarazzo, is mocked about his teeth and quickly explains that he has cleidocranial dysplasia, a rare genetic disorder with which he was actually born. Number 29. Throughout the series, Steve Harrington wears the same exact shoes as Marty McFly from 1985's Back to the Future. Number 30. There are a plethora of homages to the Silent Hill video game series, particularly the game Silent Hill Homecoming. In addition to the similarities of the dark otherworld of Silent Hill and the Upside Down, both mirroring the real world but decrepit and filled with haze and falling flakes of ash, there are also living portals and inanimate walls, one of which an Agent Shepard tears into so he may pass through, just as the character Alex Shepard does in Homecoming. Mike's family share the same last name with Deputy Wheeler from the same game. Elle is a prominent character in Silent Hill Homecoming, and Eleanor Gillespie is mentioned in Stranger Things. The Gillespies are a crucial, important family in the Silent Hill mythos, and Alessa Gillespie is a telekinetic little girl who spends most of her life in a hospital. Finn Wolfhard actually bears an uncanny resemblance to Alex Shepard's little brother, Joshua. Number 31. Winona Ryder based the look of Joyce on the Meryl Streep character from the film Silkwood in 1983. Number 32. In episode 4, the coroner is Shawn Levy, who directed the episode and is an executive producer for the series. Number 33. Callahan is also an obvious reference to Father Callahan from Stephen King's Salem's Lot and the Dark Tower books. Number 34. One of the most popular and recognizable aspects of Stranger Things is its 80s inspired opening theme music. Its influence is drawn from John Carpenter style synth music, most notably from the track Abduction at Airport from the 1986 movie Big Trouble in Little China. The music in question plays during an abduction of one of the film's protagonists, who is kidnapped and later held captive by otherworldly creatures, as her friends attempt to rescue her throughout the film, a plot shared by the show as well. Number 35. The premise of the series bears a striking resemblance to Little Girl Lost episode 91 of The Twilight Zone. In that episode, a little girl goes missing after her mother tucks her into bed. The parents hear her cries for help but can't find her. With the help of a physicist friend, they learn that she is in a parallel dimension that she entered through a portal in the wall behind her bed. Number 36. Just as the chief's name Harper is a reference to the film Predator, there is also an Officer Powell, which most likely is a reference to Die Hard. Number 37. According to Millie Bobby Brown, 11 has approximately 42 lines. Number 38. Joe Carey, who played Steve, and Noah Schnapp, who played Will, have been promoted from recurring characters to regulars in season 2. Number 39. Eleven's outfit of the pink dress and blonde wig are similar and possibly a nod to E.T.'s disguise in the movie E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Number 40. It is alleged that the series has been inspired by the mysterious Montauk Project of the early 1980s, which was believed to have studied psychological warfare, time travel, and interdimensional travel. Number 41. Nancy and Barbara, best friends in the show, are the names of the two first ladies that the United States had in the 1980s, Nancy Reagan and Barbara Bush. Number 42. The series bears similarities to 2003's Liberty, which centers around a gifted telepathic young woman undergoing experiments underground in a secret government lab facility. Number 43. Officer Callahan's name seems likely to be a reference to the character of the same name in the Police Academy films released in the 1980s. Number 44. This TV series shares the basic plotline with NBC's canceled show from 2014, Believe. Both series are about a girl with special powers who find themselves lab tested by a non-government organization that wants to use them as weapons. Number 45. Whenever 11 uses her telekinetic powers, her nose bleeds. The same symptom occurs with the telekinetic father, played by David Keith, in the Drew Barrymore 80s cult classic Firestarter, which is also based on a Stephen King novel. In that movie, the government also pursues a telekinetic girl, played by Barrymore, in order to utilize her as a weapon. Number 46. Millie Bobby Brown co-stars with Noah Schnapp, who played Charlie Brown in the Peanuts movie. Millie's actual brother is named Charlie. Number 47. Rowan County, Etowah, and Jonesboro are real places around the labs in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, where they developed the uranium for the Manhattan Project. Number 48. Another nod to a well-known 80s movie is Nancy. It is the main teenage female character in Nightmare on Elm Street, and in Stranger Things, played by Natalia Dyer. Number 49. A recent poster for season 2 is almost identical to the Alien 1979 poster along with the title. Minor changes from the original being color and title. While Alien's picture is of an egg, Stranger Things' picture is modeled in the same shape but as a picture of the upside down world. The title is mostly verbatim with the words "the upside down" instead of space. Therefore it reads, "In the upside down, no one can hear you scream." Where on the Alien poster it says, "In space, no one can hear you scream." Number 50. When Will wins one of Dustin's comics in the first episode, he asks for X-Men 134. In this comic, Jean Grey unleashes the Dark Phoenix for the first time after being tortured, which is very similar to 11's storyline. And there you have it, 50 facts you don't know about Stranger Things. Post your comments below and tell me what you think. And also tell me in the comments below the most interesting fact that you heard here today that you did not know. Thank you so much for your time. Please subscribe and turn on the notifications so that you can know when I make new videos. Have a great day or night. I am John Armstrong Media, and I approve this message.